Hello everyone, Jambi JJ here. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going to talk about the new ROG lineup. It is the ROG Herculx and ROG Wingwall. So these two are the new graphics card holders from ROG. And you know that for the 30th series, we have seen like pretty heavy card, such as the Asus Extreme one. Starting with the Asus Extreme ones, those ones were like 4-slot design and it's pretty heavy. And we have seen Linus dropping that GPU in his channel. But anyway, all of these GPUs right now, due to the components they're using, generating a whole bunch of heat, so they need huge cooling design to actually cool the GPU down. And as a matter of fact, it becomes heavier and heavier as you're increasing more vapor chambers and more heat pipes and also fins. That's why you need all these, Herculx and Wingwall. This is from ROG. And yeah, we're going to talk about them one by one. So first of all, let's talk about the ROG Wingwall. Now let's take a look at what's inside box for the ROG Wingwall here. And this box is pure form in here. And we have the Herculx in here. And we have the swappable, showing swappable ROG logos and everything in here for the additional acrylic place that you can put this, stick this on there, so you have different things to show on your wing wall. And this is the RGB component inside the wing wall, and we have how to replace the acrylic plate guide in here and how to use it. So that's everything inside the box for the ROG wing wall. Okay, so I've shown you guys what's inside the box. Now let's talk a little bit more about the ROG Wingwall. So I have it already connected to the RGB header right here. As you can see, it does look pretty cool, and as it promised, it's made of pure aluminum, and I think this is a pretty high build quality. But it does occupy 3 PCIe slots on your PC case. So if you don't have that availability after you install a heavy graphics card, which occupies another 4 slots, it will require a total of 7 slots to put in your PC case, which is very limited. And but the thing, it does look pretty cool. Look at this huge ROG logo here. And the good thing about this, if you can swap this acrylic plate out with the different kind of design that you can have in here. And for the supporting feature, which is what it's supposed to do, I think is pretty poorly designed. It is just this little thing right here that's doing all its job. What you are doing is like you have to twist this thing a little bit and find the right angle and right slot for your GPU. And you can see this is pretty wobbly, and it is hard for you to get it actually straight to your graphics card holder. I mean perpendicular to a graphics card holder, which is very purely designed, and everything else in this is well designed. This is made of aluminum, this is made of aluminum, and everything else is pretty designed. But this thing, I think, is made of some parts of it is made of plastic, and it's not doing its job well. As you can see, even I'm twisting it right now, it's like more in a very, it's not flat, it's not perpendicular to the thing, it's not supposed to do the job, I feel like. So again, I feel like, and also this thing, as you can see right here, is pretty huge. The length of this thing, I think, is probably around like 25 centimeters, or no, much more than that, 30 centimeters at least. And which requires, like, graphics card right now is more or less like this length. So if you have a little bit smaller PC case, this will definitely not fit in, and if you don't have enough PCI slot, it doesn't fit in, and it's just doing the job which if you even put like a little chopstick can do. So up next, we're going to take a look at what's inside box for Herculx, and we're going to talk about that one as well. Okay, here's to just show you what's inside box for the ROG Herculx. We got the box here, and it's actually pretty nice design. It showed you some pretty cool thing in here, but it doesn't make much sense. It's just the graphics card and the PC case, the Helios PD case, and the Herculx. And we have the ROG logo in here. It's a very heavy box, but made of pure paper. And we have the form here that's put the Herculx in, and we have the installation quick start guide, and we have the warranty card, and what is this? This is quick start guide, and this is just basically the same thing, like where you should put your PC case. So that's all included inside the box for the Herculx. Okay, so up next, I'm going to talk about the ROG Herculx. This is another graphics card holder by ROG, and I feel like this one is more practical compared to the Wingwall, just because it has more features that's actually used to support your graphics card. And for example, on the Herculx itself, if you take this little thing out, this is kind of like a lever to tell you whether it's flat or not on the surface. Having a little bubble in here, you can see here, if it's pure flat, the bubble will happen to be in the middle. And this thing is magnetic, so it actually right slides into the Herculx itself. But you can move it around a little bit. I think this is a little bit wobbly, which is pretty bad. And also to the RGB, if you look at the RGB here, it looks pretty cool. And unfortunately, this one, not like the Wingwall, you can't swap out the design within here. They didn't include any additional acrylic plate for that. But for this one, you can adjust the height like this. So the first way you can do it is there's a little button down here. So if you press this down, you can adjust the height vertically like this. And also there's, if you want your graphics are a little bit higher, there's another little platform right here. If you twist the button down here, you can get the platform a little bit higher so that it can do further support for your GPU. But I doubt that for a little spot like this will do much, but at least you can move this thing around, not like stick with your PCIe slots in your case. So you can move this thing anything around in your case so that it can actually does its job. But it does have its limitations. It's fixed heights, and also it requires some standing places in your PC case to actually put this right in. So but I do feel like this thing is a little bit more up to the point, and to support your GPU graphics card. So yep. And also, speaking of some bad things about the Herculx, first of all, I think the build quality compared to Wingwall is a little bit worse. First of all, if you see on the back, it's all made of plastic, which is not so good. And also, even this part looks like metal, but it's also, I think it's also plastic a little bit. It's very wobbly, and I'm actually a little bit worried about how well it will do support your GPU. Because right now in my case, I don't have a spot that I can put this thing in, because I'm using a Landy case right now, and I'm installing 3 fans on the bottom, so basically there's no place for things like this to put in. But for my previous case, which is a Helios case, you can easily put this in. But I think that the supporting ability for this one is also not so good because of the the wobbly you can see here. So yeah, this is kind of like how the Herculx looks like. Okay, so now you have probably seen both of these, and I'm going to state a final conclusion about this. If you are not a pure ROG fan who has a lot of money to spend, probably going to go get something else rather than these graphics card holders. And I know they look good, they look fancy, and but they're just not doing what they're supposed to do well. And for this one, the biggest disadvantage of this one is just taking too much space. 3 PCIe slots, and long lens and wobbly support. It's not going to hold your graphics card well as it's supposed to do. And it's already defined the PC case that you can have for this. And for the Herculx, it's not built of pure metal. It's wobbly, and some features are very, easily fragile and easily broken. And you are counting on this to hold your graphics card. Of course, it can do the job, but there are better choices than this. Than spending like 130 Canadian dollars or like $100 US on these kind of things. So like I said, unless you're a huge ROG fan, you can get something else. Basically, like you can get a up here graphics card holder. I think they're much cheaper, like $15 on the Amazon. You're buying a graphics card such as the MSI Supreme X. They're including some graphics card holders, and also for EVGA they have the newer 3090 Ti. They have the E-Lash that can actually hold your graphics card, hang your graphics card to your PC case, and they all do the job. A simple, like whether it's a hanger or a little supporter can do. You don't need this thing to taking much space and not doing their job well. So again, like, you know, if you're a huge ROG fan and you are here for the aesthetics, these are the things for you. But if you are none of those people and you don't have that much money to dispose just for a graphics card holder, go get something else, and this is not the thing for you. And actually, I'm kind of, you know, regret getting both of these. I'm a huge ROG fan, as you guys can know. All my components, including like peripherals, are from ROG. But I should say that these two things are actually really a disappointment, at least to me. Okay guys, here are my you know, sadly reviews for both of these new ROG lineups this year. And I hope you guys really like this video. I know I haven't touched upon all the points that you guys might want to see. If you have other questions, feel free to post in the comment section down below, and I will answer your questions as quickly as possible. And also, if you really like this video, click on the subscribe button down here. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.